This is Ike Singh, and I'll be talking about food and beverage department. On the slide 23, I have talked about food and beverage operation. Full service hotels must meet their guest needs by providing food and beverage operation. If you have a big hotel, you should have a restaurant, not just like a small restaurant. If you have a big hotel, you should be able to provide space for like business meetings. You should be able to conduct like banquets, wedding banquets, like annual business meetings. Most of the like big hotels, they have like those kind of facilities. And to run like a full-size restaurant in your full-service hotel, you there should be policies and procedures to run your restaurant smoothly. By that mean, on slide 24, I talked about like well-trained employees, and that well-trained employees not just has to be like servers. It could be like a people at the back of a restaurant, like somebody who could, like local counties, they do like training for like food handling permits. So your staff should be certified with some kind of uh, permits that will conduct by like health departments in the local areas. Like for in the back of the kitchen, there should be a food handler permit for the preps, cooks, and the main chef. And the front side of the staff, there should be like food service management certification for your managers. Then there should be Star Trek training for your servers and the bartenders. These training will let your staff know like what kind of food you can bring out from your kitchen. You have to be careful while you're handling your plates to your customer at the table. These things will train you like you have a rights to refuse the drinks for the customers who are like intoxicated. On the slide 25th, I was talking about like upselling, like improving your sales by like opening your restaurant to the local public as well. If there's a restaurant in a hotel, it shouldn't be just for the customers in a hotel. If you like to, if you like to upgrade your revenue to pump it up, it should be open for local customers too. For that, you can promote your restaurants by putting like advertisement in a local paper, offering some discounts for the local people, introducing some new delicacies in your restaurant, and like as mean by promoting your restaurant in the most hotels, I have seen like there'll be like menus in the elevator. There'll be like small to-go menus in every corner of the hotel lobbies, even in like a room. And the next thing I was talking about in slide 26 is like surveys of satisfied and unsatisfied customers in your restaurant. By this survey, I found out like about like 52% customers were unsatisfied, and most of these things happen in like peak hour, like between lunch hour, between like 11 to 2, and in a dinner rush hour, that will be like between from 6 to 8. Mostly the unsatisfied customers were in the peak hours. You can see like survey report on the slide 26. And there on a 27th slide, I talked about like additional research carried out by local hotel to improve operations. Under this, I was talking about like monitoring internet sites. To keep up with your restaurant performance, the internet sites is a really very good tool. that will help you like how you doing in your restaurants. Like mostly people check like sites like Yelp.com, then they have Urban Spoon, even Trip Advisors. Like people who have like past experience in your restaurant, they leave like comments. Not all of them will be like complaints, but some of them will be complaints. But if you are doing good job in a restaurant, mostly you'll get like good compliments. And just looking at those reviews, like you'll get more customers. That will help that will help to pump up your sale and get more revenue. Second thing, like asking to share experience online. By that means like if you have like customers, like even if repeating customers, uh, request them to write like reviews about the experience, I mean about their experience in your restaurant. That will help to promote and get more customers in. And running quality tests during like food and beverage operation. There's there should be always a test for your quality of your food. I would prefer like one food expediter when you bring your plates out from your kitchen. The food expediter will do like check the plate is right or wrong, check the temperature of the food, check the presentation of the food. All these things help to gain more and more customers. And the monitoring of our performances, and that's performance means like your back kitchen performance, your front staff performance. By the back kitchen I mean like if there's a peak hour, you can monitor like how is your back kitchen staff doing, how fast they bringing out your plates, and what was the quality of a plates when they were out. All these things. And for you, when I meant about front staff, like if there's a peak hours like busy hours, how do they handle like tables? Are they doing like good job? Are they just dropping off food? Are they checking if customers are doing good or not? Are they checking if they need anything at the table? By just serving food doesn't mean like you just drop the food off at the table and doesn't go back at all to check how your customers doing. Are they happy with the meal or not? If they need anything else. And now assessing the motivation and satisfaction levels. By that means like you have to motivate your staff. If this if there was like complaint from a one table, you don't have to be unhappy about it and just stay quiet. You have to motivate your staff to do like upsell for the restaurant, what to do, how to do it. There should be a trained staff. And another point is reviewing standardized procedure. By that means there should be like standard level of serving to the customers. You have to maintain your own standards at your restaurant. Another thing is like analyzing staff, that's certified versus uncertified staff. As during the survey I've seen that performance of the certified staff is much more better than the uncertified staff. That's why I mean when you hire staff, they should be like certified with certified with their services like food handling service, alcohol and beverage handling services. And on slide 28 I have talked about the results from the research. Excuse me. And I have to talk about the results from the research I have conducted. The mostly complaint was about on food quality. it was consistent, and the quality of the service was declined during like busy hours. That means this when there was like two tables, plates were coming out good from the kitchen, and the plates were coming out on a time as well. But when they were like busy, the same plates for another table in a busy hour, their presentation was not like same as the one that was presented on like low hour, low peak hour. And there was like when there was a busy time like a peak hour, so there was not even like effective communication between staffs. Like when they're busy, they won't like communicate with each other. They'll be just running towards whatever it has to be done, and that won't help to run your restaurant smoothly. There need to be always, or there actually, there is always need to have like a good communication between like servers, chefs, busboys, and managers. If they have a good communication, then it will be easy to run the restaurant. It will be easy to figure out what the customers looking for, what do you need to make your customers happy. And the last point, and the research was certified employees had a better performance. And I have talked about it earlier, like if you have a trained people, they know the systematic way how to operate food and beverage part, like from starting, like greeting customers when they enter the restaurant, like seating them, taking their beverage order, appetizers, food, desserts, and just to convince them to come back again and again. And on slide 29, I have mentioned about some recommendations to improve food and beverage to improve like sales in food and beverage department. And I have mentioned like number of customers. As we talk about number of customers, most restaurant doesn't count like how many people, how many customers are in, and how many are there in the restaurants. If you count your numbers, that will be easy to figure out like how many people you're serving. Like if like next day if it increase or the number of customers are decreasing, you can keep in track like you guys and like the restaurant is doing good or not. The second thing is like total sales per head. If there are like 100 customers and only like 50 of them are eating and the rest are just drinking, then the average sales per head will be kind of low. So you have to keep track like average sales, then food, dessert, beverage, or alcohol sales per head. By means, you have to keep in track like how much of your appetizers are selling, how much of your beverage is selling, how much the food is selling, so you can keep your food costs in track, your liquor costs, so you can calculate your profit margin on it. And I have mentioned seating efficiency. By that means like when there's a business hour in peak time, you should be able to rotate tables as quick as possible. By that I mean like you shouldn't keep your customers wait for your checks, even for like drinks and foods. It has to be run smoothly and faster, so that will be easy to turn tables quickly and get more customers. That will help to upsell, I mean by turning tables faster. Sales per hour and sales per labor hour, and that will help to check average sales hours. Like sometimes when you open a restaurant like 5 to till 10, I believe the 5 to 6 won't have that much sale as during the hour that is like 7 to 8 or 7 to 9. because that's dinner time, and you'll have more table, and there'll be like more sales during those hours. And comparing to the labor hour, as I've mentioned, between like 5 to 6, it's slow. Even you have a 4 staff for the whole night, your labor hour between 5 to 6 will be high comparing to your labor hour between 7 to 8, because there will be on between 7 to 8 there is a much more business, so there will be a profit margin, much profit margin, and your labor will be your labor hour sales per labor hour will be kind of low during the peak hour. But in a slow hours, your labor hour will be high because your sales will be low. Then there's a function gross profit per month. That will be like if you have some kind of awards or bonuses for your staff when they do like sale, when they do like a high sale, like if somebody sold like uh, $80 or $90 entrees most, then you can award it. You, you can give award for selling, doing a high sale, and that will keep your profit margin up. If you sell a lot of specials during that time, that time of the month, you can track like how many specials you have sold. Excuse me. And the strike rate. Strike rate means you can figure out the rate. Strike rate. If you have like 500 customers and only 100 of them are uh, eating, that will be the ratio of 1 to that 1 to, that'll be like 20% of customers are eating. So those are like a strike rate. Even on the 100 customers, if there's 20 people are eating dessert and the rest are not eating desserts, that will be like 20% again. That'll be like ratio of 1 to 5. So that means following the strike rate, you can see what kind of item you should promote. Like somebody's out of that 100, if the only 20 people are eating desserts and rest are not, then you can check on your menu to improve your dessert menus. And as similarly, out of 500, when only 100 people are eating, so you can put like some more like various kind of delicacies or entrees or maybe international cuisines, so that people will get attracted to dine at your restaurant. So strike rate will have these, and the last will be like revenue per available seat hour. Those are for like the seats. Those are like similar the ways the hotel measures revenue per available room night. To work out RevPAS, we have to divide the total sales by the number of seat hours. If there are like 100 seats open for 4 period hours, that has 400 seat hours. So you can figure out your revenue from your like 100 seats. So every hour there will be like, you can add like 100 seats and do you can calculate like sales during your 4 hours from 100 seats, and you can come out with the revenue per seat in during those hours. And the last will be the most and least profitable menu item plus best and worst selling items. If you can separate like things what you sell most in your restaurant and what you don't sell that much in the restaurant, that will help you to like check out the lowest selling food and beverages out from the menu and introduce some new things that people will like and that people will get or order more of those stuffs. That will help you to improve your sales. By that means like if you have something that you don't sell like just like maybe at once or twice in a month, I think it will be a really good idea to take out those kind of items from your menu and introduce some new ones with some nice pictures in the menu, so that will make people order those things and pump up his sale. By all of these things mentioning about research and the results and the recommendations for food and beverage, I will wrap up this presentation, and the next speaker will be Bo Dupree, and Dupree will be talking about internet and sales. Thank you.